They're trying to steal motherfuckers' identities out there. I just want to let y'all know that. I felt like coming through. How y'all doing tonight? I'm your host, Sir Howard, and I only came true to help you with your power. I mean that. Look, stealing identity is something crazy, right? What you think about that? Everybody around this bitch, you know what I'm saying? It ain't you. It ain't you. I ain't talking about you. You know what I'm saying? We sitting down. Just picture us sitting down and we probably like just like in two comfortable chairs and shit. We're just outside. We got space. We don't feel claustrophobic. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you. I mean, there's no need for you to act odd. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and you. We just chilling. We talking about the energies out there in the aura of what it's giving. You don't mind, do you? Okay. I've been smoking a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I had a little drink too. It wasn't Don Julio. It was a little bit of that cheap shit. I ain't even about to even express that. Because I don't normally go that route. I already told you what I'm drinking. Don Julio. A little bit of rum from time to time. But anyway, let's get to it. People are hiding their ways, right? And we see them. The perception, the lies. And what it really is, it ain't really perception and lies. It's really how somebody really view themselves at that moment of the time in life until they snap the fuck out of it. Right? Because we all thought like that at one time, right? You thought about that when you was younger. Like, just think about when you was younger and you was at a certain age in your life. You know, you thought about different things. You already know you don't even think the same like you used to think. You know what I mean? It's just natural. You got it like that. But we all do. From your mother to your grandmother to your grandfather to your cousins to your sister, brothers, uncles, aunties, friends, high five, hugs, and dappers. Everybody is out there. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it's really giving. But if you can really tell them what it's really given, what they really accepted at the moment of the time in their life, unless you ran into somebody that was very mature and ahead of them time, ahead of their time. You understand what I'm saying? You already know if you ran into somebody that was ahead of their time, you know you'll be sitting up there fucking talking to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Giving it y'all. Sometimes people who are ahead of their time really can waste your time because they really not ahead of their time yet. You know, so people can be ahead of their time, but they're really not ready for the time that's ahead because they're still stuck in the same time of their birth. Elevation and growth take time. You know what I'm saying? Saturn. I'm just talking about Saturn right now. I mean, I just threw that name in there. That's the planetary energy that's up in the sky. Pay attention to the stars every once in a while. It's just a habitual habit. No lie. It's just something that you notice over time when you're thinking about these certain things. You know, it's like really nothing too much for you to trip about. You still here with me? You can tell that I kind of like cooled off a little bit because, the beat switched for number one. And then I was talking about some shit, but by the beat switching, it kind of threw me into another zone. I tell you, music is a motherfucker. But everybody out there, I know y'all got skills. I know everybody out there got something special that they do, that they know how to do, and they figure they can contribute it to the whole society to help people out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not just thinking like a motherfucking evil master plan. They actually got people like you, me, that's really trying to elevate ourselves, right? We already know we go through a lot of shit. We all do. I mean, even a motherfucking spider, you know what I'm saying? A spider have a slim chance of living if it ever runs up on you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even think twice. But maybe that's probably natural. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. But some people out there think about life like that. Even human life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the bitch got brain power, but fuck that. The motherfucker got people that love him, but fuck it. I don't know why I'm going into talking about people who don't care about harmonizing with others, but maybe here we go. You mind? We jumping into so many polarities tonight, but we just gonna go ahead and swim into the 7 seas and talk about this. What you think about it? You know, I figured you was cool with it. You got more time, or you about to fucking hang it up? You shouldn't do me like that. I know I'll be talking a lot of times, and I really want you to be involved because there's a possibility that you could be. And if it is, then how can I know how to respond back to you? It's like me talking to the air. It's fine, though. I'm very intuitive enough to be able to pick up on lots of things from different alleys. It's natural. It's nothing, it's a lot of things that I'm pretty much sure that a lot of people do out there that's natural, and nobody understands them. Maybe they probably don't understand why they picking up that shit themselves. Because a lot of people don't know why they be picking up other people's energies, or they smoke one time and they fucking out of it, or they drank a little bit and then it's totally fucking zoomed out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where the fuck you went? And a lot of that energy comes from, if you didn't know this situation, but it's different type of mounted energies and auras that they have out there when it comes to the spiritual realm. And here's one example. Say this. If you ever find yourself, say if you was driving and then you was drinking, not driving and drinking, say if you was like hanging out, right? You whatever the fuck you doing. You doing your thing. You having a good time. And you drinking and shit. Then after that, you get in your vehicle and you drive off. You was already fucking zoomed out. You know what I'm saying? Z-O-O. You already was fucking zoomed out where you was. And then when you get in your vehicle, you know what I'm saying? You travel along. But a lot of times we can find ourselves making it to our destination, be like, what the fuck? How the fuck I made it here when you wake up in the morning? You have been mounted and protected by the divine energies of those who follow you, your ancestors. And that's what is all, that's what is all given in those situations like that. It's a different type. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type. I don't even know if I'm explaining it right, but it's a different type of energy like that. And that's with anything, any obstacles. I use that one as an example, but they got plenty other examples that you can use besides you being that way. That way is just that by me including alcohol and stuff, it's the spirit. So it enlightens you up into the spiritual realm of reality. But I'm pretty much sure you already know that. It's just like smoking and whatever fucking pills or whatever the fuck people are doing out there these days. It doesn't matter. Anything that gets your mind alternated, like an alternator. Anyway, if anything gets your mind to bend in a way like that, then you should understand exactly how it's bending. Maybe it's bending out of pure hate. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know you sloppy. And you not even feeling good. You throwing up. You know what I'm saying? It's rough for you having a good time when that was the whole plan for the night. So, when you have the power to be able to understand that divine energy walks with you, and you conscious, but still you hear, but you're not here. You know what I'm saying? You hear, but you're there. You're not there, but you hear. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. Anyway, maybe not you understand that shit. But look, as gentle as you are and as sweet and kind as you are, I guess. I don't know. What do people say how they say you are? I think it's a possibility that no matter how anyone says you are, it's just something about being a star. You know what I'm saying? To yourself. Especially if you think this much about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You still got a fucking life to live, right? You still got a life to live. and you want to know how to make it to the top. These are some of the ways that you can make it to the top is by working on yourself. Duh. Free counseling, right? Who's at the front fucking counter? Y'all gotta excuse me like I told you in the beginning. He's just chilling. That's it. Just regular fucking talking. You still here with me. If you had to leave, it's fucking cool. I ain't even tripping. But the thing is still recording, so I figure I'll just go on. The beat still playing in the background. I hope that it's balancing out pretty good for you. That's what it's giving, right? When the wind blows. Are we all grown around here and like we can just talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about? Are you afraid or whatever like that, or hearing shit and it runs you away, or you feel like that's too much tea for me, I can't take that shit? Because I can, I understand that. When something is a little bit too much, I can really understand that. And I know that probably can feel strange to you, That's like hearing something that you like, what the fuck? Like I can't sleep now. And nobody wants to feel like that naturally, but you can't, I remember my grandpa telling me about being a coward. You know what I'm saying? Like look, my real name is Howard. And just imagine being called a coward from your grandpa. So it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Once I heard that shit, I was like, and I was young though. He was telling me a story, and I'm not about to get all into it. But you understand, it was nothing rough like that. You know what I'm saying? It was gentle as pie. But he still called me a coward. He's one of those Vikings. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that everybody in life spontaneously tell you something that you probably wouldn't even hear from someone else. And you probably hear something from one person that you never heard before, and it kind of like went underneath your heart and touched your soul. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody pulling your fucking rib out, going straight to the source. Because sometimes, we can be living hard. You hear what I'm saying? We got lots of motherfucking fear tactics out here. Fear tactic is something like this. The alien shit that they promoting out here, the skies and, a lot of shit that already been spoken about. The train that happened in Ohio, that type of stuff. The movies and stuff. The president election, the fake skin and the doppelgangers, the conspiracy stuff that they say, that's that. It's a busy world, right? What the fuck? Shit on the news, right? That shit crazy, huh? Yeah, shit. I believe it's crazy. Because it do keep us occupied. And then you got the shit that's happening with your family, like if you married, or if you have in a relationship, or if you have kids, or if you're just doing it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't have none of those things. You got friends and families and stuff like that. Doesn't matter how you rocking it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a motherfucking story to tell. Where your book? I read Moses' book. Where yours? I mean, shit, there ain't nothing you can do about it. Oh, my goodness. But hey, you got a story to tell, and that's what it's given. Everybody got a story to tell. Your story is going to be magnanimous because somebody loves your ass. You know what I'm saying? It does. You better believe that your fucking name will be repeated. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to forget about you. See, I started getting into another motherfucking zone. That's what happened when I started getting like that. I just want to notify y'all sometimes. But we chilling, right? You still fucking here? Or you gave up? I mean, if you gave up, that means you're not even listening to this part. I mean, I'm actually talking to the wind. I'm here. I understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking. I mean, I'm just trying to see if you had some personal time. I'm just trying to explain myself. I was born November 6th, you know what I'm saying? It was cold. It was a cold time, it's transition between fall and winter where I'm at. So you already know what that's giving, right? I know. Some things I can't help but to think about, and some things I could help to think about. But my whole thing is that I really want to see people be successful in their life, and not just on the physical realm, but on the spiritual realm. I'm talking about. I mean, I'm pretty much sure if you knew a lot of things that was more empowering to you, because people have a lot of stuff to say out there about astrology and every other divination they have out there when you're looking into certain parts of your life. Yeah, I'm just, infatuated with life itself, just living. You know what I'm saying? Rather than knowing that, there's just so many things to just fucking worry about. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna make a change until everybody start making the change on the same frequency. Then that change happen. Everybody want to vote that number one should be number two, and number two should be number one. Number one been number one the whole time, and number two been number two the whole time. But if we take a vote and everybody say, you know what, yeah, let's make number two number one. Everybody thinking like that, then I mean, if you're thinking about it on a voting system, but if you're thinking on it on a spiritual realm, you'll be operating on this type of energy going against the darkness of evil, which is trying to stop a lot of fucking shit out there that people are awakening to. But it's just being, guess what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If anybody have to harm someone who's unarmed and don't even have the right essentials to be able to defend itself against even the shit that was even thrown to it, how is it any possibility that, and especially if you survive, how is it any possibility that the other one won't survive that? Now, how could they live with that? Guess what? I don't know where I was going with that. But did we get somewhere with that? Are y'all tired? You tired? Give me, can you give me a couple of more minutes before you, I know sometimes, I hope I'm making hella sense to you right now. If you want to know where Mercury is located, it's located in the sign of Libra. But if you want to know what it's pulled back into, then it's located in the sign of Uranus, up in the sign of Scorpio. So when you're thinking about it like that, if you know astrology, you already know planetary energies and planetary rulers and stuff like that. But if you don't, then I got to do a separate class on that. Pull you to the side, you know what I'm saying? Give you extra credit. You know what I'm talking about. Teach you how to really, I mean, already teaching you how to win. I mean, just, a lot of things that I type, that I try to put out there. Sometimes it don't go well, you know what I'm saying? I feel freestyling and just talking right off top of the dome is more of my flavor. You know what I'm saying? I already know it. I ain't trying to write it down. I wrote it down just to revert back to it, kind of refreshing it up, I guess. But I still put it in my own twist. Because astrology is real wide and broad. Okay. I apologize for I got off track a little bit. For real, I did. I felt that. But I want to let you know one thing before I go. Right? I want you to know that water is water, right? And your water signs. Fire is fire. That's fire, right? Earth is earth. That's earth, right? And wind is wind, right? So we already know that. Then we say fire is what? Inspiration. Let's just say that, right? It's the drive. Let's use that one word, drive, right? Straight up. Motherfucker who driving? Maybe I'm driving. Maybe I'm getting driven. Maybe motherfucker, I don't know. And then you go on to the what sign? You go on to earth signs, right? And earth signs right there. You signs right there. We let it marinate a little bit. Right? We gotta let it marinate. Why? Because marination is the key to be able to make it all, you know what I'm saying, make the cheese, fermentation. You know what I'm saying? We gotta plant shit here. So it automatically gonna feel like that. You still with me? I ain't wanna get you out of the zone and shit. That's the earth signs. And then when you get the water signs, things get a little bit different, right? We already want to marinate and shit like that, but we already know what it's really giving. Like, we really know what the fit. We gotta know what the fucking feel. Nigga, excuse me, my bad. Motherfucker, this is what it sound like. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? This is what it sound like. The water is exactly what it is. It's fucking emotions. It's intuitiveness. Let's just say it's that. It's I pick up on, I smell that. That's what the fuck. Bitch, that's what it mean. Fuck, my bad. I'm just talking shit. You gotta look, I can't keep saying my bad when I'm in the zone. Well, I just want you to hear what I'm talking about. You still there? Where you going? Tripping. You shouldn't even be behaving like that. Like, it ain't even a big deal. You just talking and shit. We all say shit all type of motherfucking ways. And you know that's to be the truth. You know that shit. Like, ain't nobody gotta tell you that. You already know motherfuckers talk a lot of shit. Now you think you made it this far. I said a long time ago, I was like, people who come up on traveling 7 seas with me, they rarely, like, it's rarely a few. Like, it takes a while to be able to get here, to be able to catch on to the knowledge of whatever I'm saying. A lot of shit that I say, you know, I gotta wait to, you know what I'm saying? It's just my own thing. Like, I wait till the smoke is clear, you know what I'm saying? To be able to openly speak. And that's maybe that's what we all need to do, right? I'm guessing, like, because you already know what it's really giving. That's what we all should be giving. Like, don't do shit till you ready to do it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker was playing to escape. You know what I'm saying? I'm escape first. You motherfucker say, I ain't about to talk about it. I'm about to plan about it and be about it. And what the fuck that shit giving when you doing shit like that? You still here? You do one more and then I'm gonna let you go because it look like I'm about at 20. I'm only trying to keep you for 30, you heard me? Nah, I might just let you go. Because it's getting late, 30 minutes is a mighty long time to be listening to some shit. It ain't like you listen to a tutorial. Are you learning something doing this deep dive that we doing right here? Maybe I'll call it that, deep dive into the Palomo stick. That's what I'll call it, deep dive into the Palomo stick. Palomo sticks are good for cleansing environmental energies, just like period. And sometimes I notice I'm not like no pharmaceutical, no scientist in a way like that, where I have college documentations to back and qualify this information up, right? Saying all that shit damn near made me forget what the fuck I was trying to tell you. Okay, I got it now. Hold on, let me see. I wish you was here right now just to be able to say where the fuck I stopped off at. It's cool. But they won't let you go live until you reach like a certain amount of followers. YouTube is kind of odd like that. And everybody else. It's like the new fresh blood on the block. That's always the fresh blood. So anytime you're trying to look for some fresh people saying fresh things online, only thing you have to do, if they give you the option to, besides clicking on relevance, you click on, what is that? I think is date count. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Either it's count date or date count. It's up in YouTube if you're searching for anything. You go to the date count or the count date. It will notify you of the people who recently just posted fresh ass bread right off the motherfucking escalator belt. You know what I'm saying? At the Bunnyberry factory. Anyway. I'm not trying to tell you how to fucking find fucking me on fucking YouTube. See, you see what happened when I just record like this straight off the phone, like, and I just got some shit playing in the background. I can't even edit this shit. So I'm really like just sitting up here really talking. So I figure you still here. You just chilling and shit, right? You shouldn't be tripping. It's a lot of shit to talk about. I just really don't talk. I don't know what motherfuckers want to talk about. But it is a lot of shit to talk about. Like, they got stones and crystals we can talk about. Sage we can talk about. Fucking TV shows and movies and shit. And life, kids, relationships. You know what I'm saying? Jobs, careers, love, drugs. Fucking miscellaneous, all that type of stuff. What you gonna do about it? All right, I'm gonna let you go, cause it is getting late. You know what I'm saying? I believe 2023 is going to be a very interesting year. You know what I'm saying? Judgmentality should be out the fucking door. For real, though. Like, we should be past that. They got fucking shit out here where it's half this and half that. So anything that you... And hold up. Did you know, like, you be watching all this shit online or wherever you find, wherever you get your little taste at, where you get your fulfillment at, wherever you get your dose, your shot of fucking curiosity of other people's reality, right? Because they built that shit in us, especially if you was born during a certain era, like the Uranus eras, like the Uranus Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, those type of eras right there, like, but really like the Uranus Libra and the Uranus Sagittarius, because those like grew up during that time when internet and shit like that was at the high root of that era. It was the base. You can go look it up and check it out yourself if you think I'm telling you big, tall tales, but I'm not. I'm being real with you. This whole freaking time. Just chilling. I thought... So you gotta go or you gotta stay? I really have to talk like this because I'm not the type of motherfucker that's kind of used to like talking to the air. So I really just want to pick up on something to be, so I can be able to talk, you know what I'm saying, to that aura. So feeling comfortable talking through the mic like that just makes me more relatable to you, because I can actually hear myself besides just fucking talking. I'm hoping that you understand every fucking thing that I'm talking about tonight. In the year of 2023, you already know what it's giving. I'm going to let y'all go for real, though, this time. Till then, right? I might do another one of these things. I don't know what to call it. I know I said I was going to call it something in the beginning, but I don't know what to call it. But anyway, look, everybody getting thirsty. I know you're getting thirsty. I know you're getting hungry. I know you got to put it up. I know the light is shining hard in your face. I know it's too loud. I know you don't feel like it. I know you saw it in your stomach. Look, it's all good. We ain't talking about no astrological shit like that. We just talking. You know what I'm saying? We just fucking talking. I'm a Pisces moon, by the way, too. A lot of people, they don't know those things about moon energy. We all so different in so many ways, you know what I'm saying? But I figured that we are, right? Don't you think so? I know you can see it. Like, it's so there that we all are different, even if we birth and cut from the same cloth. It's just, it's built like that. You should appreciate that, at least, to be able to understand that that's normal. Once you understand that the weird shit is normal, like it ain't a fucking thing, like white, black, this race, that race. Once you realize that, wait, hold the fuck up. That's normal. You automatically not gonna give a fuck about all that separation that they trying to do to a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Splitting up motherfucking languages so nobody can understand who they are. So we can learn from each other and be able to understand each other. Not saying that we all need to be under one umbrella. Just saying that, everybody got to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody grew up in the area. It's just all about, just like a motherfucker got to know this language or a motherfucker got to know that language. Well, and also including in other countries and shit like that. They, some people have to learn a second language automatically. Rather here than in the States, I think they just, give you the option. But you do have to choose it as an elective, some shit like that. Anybody up in here been in school before? You been in school? I know you've been to school. Fuck. I hope. If you dropped out, fuck it. Did you go back and get that GED? No? Yeah? Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm far from judgmental. Just be reading the energy, trying to help. Trying to help. Not trying, I am helping. And I decided to. And sometimes we need a little bit of attunement and enlightenment to be able to push ourselves through. But this is me personally. I mean, you got things to do. You got to overcome a lot of fucking hate, right? That's natural. The higher you get, the more weird the shit get. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, disgusting. You think paper towels and napkins are a necessity, and then you realize the motherfucker just wiping their mouth with his sleeve. I guess the sleeve just all depends on how much they wiping that shit with their mouth, right? Like, if that shit like, that sleeve that you wiping that motherfucking goop on, is that shit like $5, that shit like $500. What level of motherfucking etiquette are you on, bitch? Yo, look. You already know what it's giving. We just chilling and shit. Like, we just chilling. I ain't gonna cut none of this out because it don't make no sense. How could I anyway? Fuck, it's like freaking recorded through the phone or using a fucking voice memo. Yeah. I've been, I'm originally from Kenner, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? So I'm born and raised. A lot of people probably don't even know what that said because you know how social, you know, the society is, you know, with a lot of cities where they have to name a few things. But fuck that. I'll just leave it like that. I ain't got time to go deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful place, right? Any place that you grew up in should be fucking beautiful. Shit, you saw the beauty in that motherfucker even when you believe it was the scum. You gotta understand what I'm saying. You know how somebody be like, I used to stay over here, and then they be like, bitch, you used to stay what? You know what I'm saying? They be like, yeah, bitch, that's why I say that. You know, and the only thing somebody can remember is just those, you know what I'm saying, nasty parts. But to you, when you living in that environment, you know what I'm saying, it's like, okay, this is what it's given, but I know trust me, this is my shit. Like, I know how to get around, I know the places, I know where all the good spots, I know where joy is at in my environment. Now, if you growing up in an environment, you telling me you had to fucking leave your environment, just go way to another environment just to enjoy before you can enjoy your environment, then something is wrong with that, right? That means we had a chance to be able to separate environments. But even at that time, you know, when you're a kid, you definitely going to find a way to enjoy your environment. That can be through schooling. If you homeschool, that shit can be through your community. You know, in the neighborhood that you live in, you know what I'm saying, just that you grew up at. Doesn't matter. That's what I be thinking. What you think? I hope I ain't leave because I was running on for a second. You still here? Anyway, I'm done with that shit. I ain't even about to talk about that no more. I know I was going somewhere with it, but like I said, if I knew, you know what I'm saying, that I can, you know, if I knew what a motherfucker was telling me right back at the moment of time right now, then maybe I can continue and, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have to switch it all fucking the fuck up. Anyway, this is my talk, so, like, I appreciate you being around, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out for the weekend. Fuck it, give you something to sit to. You know, business is always a thing, right? We still, did you know that you can still have a business? Like, you still can be who you want to be, and you still can, you can work, you can be a mom, you can be a dad, you can be a auntie, you can be an uncle, a cousin, and uncle, niece. Did I say all those things? You can be whatever to many people. And any other thing that I left out, you can be all those things to many people, you hear me? Which you probably is, though. Pretty much sure you know a lot of people. And you probably looked at in the eyes to a lot of people different ways, many different ways, right? Trust me. So many people have so many perceptions about you. It doesn't matter, right? You probably don't even go that deep. But do you ever think that people have, you know, sort of like different perceptions about you? You know what I'm saying? Maybe. No, I'm just thinking here. You know, like, think about, like, your growth and your maturity, like, over time, you know, just as you come on. And yeah, I hate that I got to keep saying the same thing when I talk about, like, being mature and growing up and not having the same mind. And it's not really like rocket science and shit. When was the last time you sucked on a pacifier? Come on, give me the truth. When was the last time you had a motherfucking bottle in your mouth? You know what I'm saying? Elevate. What the fuck is given? You know what I'm saying? If I'm looking at anybody past, like, you ain't got to hold a fucking bottle in your mouth. God damn. I'm saying, like, in a natural term. You know what I'm saying? Don't start adding on none of that freak stuff in, because he says, fuck, we ain't feeling like that anyway. And we don't chew bones over this bitch. But elevate yourself, right? You elevated yourself from drinking a fucking bottle, sucking on a nipple. Yeah? Walking from the crawling. You was hollering wild like a bamboo when you was younger, and now your yells are actually consciously under control how high you want to do it or how low you want to perform these things. Don't even do yourself like that. Come on. You know you be giving it like that. We all do. Like, that's elevation. That's maturity. And yeah, a lot of us, we want to include other people into here that really ain't on the same frequency. Then you already know what it's given. It's fuck, they ain't on the same frequency. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna go ahead and let it fly by. I'm all done. But I just wanted to thank y'all for coming by and, chopping it up with me tonight. And if you didn't get a chance, and if the internet wave somehow, some way, make sure that none of this shit went down and it don't reach a lot of people that can be able to sit with us and be able to hear what we talking about and shit like that, then fuck it. Maybe one day they'll listen and pay attention. Right? Maybe we'll listen to this 2 times, maybe 2, 3 times. Fuck it, so we can understand what it's really giving. Remember, you are who you are. You're a shining beacon star. Right? We all shine bright like a diamond. And you shine bright like a diamond too. Me too, right? I shine bright like a diamond. You shine bright like a diamond. We all shine bright like a diamond. Well, at least me and you. At least us, right? We shine bright like a diamond. Because nobody sees the inner glow. The inner glow is your emotions. It's what you have under control. It's your divine guidance. It will guide you. You don't think that you're being guided. I gave the example earlier about being guided. Like, say if you was intoxicated or you just was so fierce and mad and you snapped out of it and you just was doing something and you was chopping an onion and you don't even know how you didn't lose 3 fingers at that fucking moment when you was chopping that fucking onion. But guess what? After you finished chopping that fucking onion, you still had your fingers and you don't even know how because you knew you was swinging wild as a motherfucker. You was swinging so fucking wild, you didn't even cry when you cut that onion. You was sweating. You was sweating like a motherfucker. You was like, fuck crying, I'm sweating in this. But look, till then, till next time, I'm your host, Sir Howard, and it only came true to help you with your power. Take care of yourself. And your mind, and your soul, and your spirit. And those who love you. Those who spend moments with you. And those who also give you game. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, right? Social media. I swear. What you say? Maybe that's how that shit is. I said that I was going to let y'all go. And I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you get out of here. Because fuck, you got all shit. Your motherfucker got income tax. You got shit to do. It's crazy, though. I was, one thing before I let you go, I promise this is the last fucking thing. And if you still around, I appreciate it. But, like, this is the last fucking thing. I promise I'm going to let you go. Because you probably got to use the bathroom or something like that, right? Fuck. So, if No, because guess what? If you take a piss and then you relax, then you probably don't get back in the zone no more. So you're gonna have to hold that shit for now. I'm gonna get this little ass piece off. But guess what? I can't. Because now, you know what I'm saying? I guess I gotta go because it's time to go. Anyway. I did want to say happy birthday also to all the Pisces out there because I know they having a fucked up time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say when a Pisces dreams can't come true, it's fucked up. They don't, sometimes I feel like, oh, fuck, man, Pisces, sheesh. Yeah, sometimes you be like, sheesh, damn. But that's on the good side, too. You know what I'm saying? Did you know, while we talking about this, that, because I just didn't want to go jumping off into no fucking Pisces talking about them. Did you know that everyone has Pisces inside of them? Like we all have all 12 of the signs. Sometimes you can be real dominant in certain particular signs. But that's all in your natal chart. And you need that bread, you know what I'm saying? And reading your natal chart, it just brings a deeper, like, that's if you ready for some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do about it? But if it depends on what you're looking for, too. Maybe you're looking for love. Are you looking how to heal yourself from certain things that give you anxiety? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you probably never knew that, you know what, I'm kind of sensitive to a lot of things that I take. Maybe you have a sensitive moon, right? Where it's very tender. Meaning that it's very sensitive to medicines, is sensitive to illusions, is sensitive to spirit, is sensitive to the divine. The more water you have, the more sensitive you are to medication. That's just a natural known fact. Motherfucker give you ibuprofen. Let me not go there. Not ibuprofen. Motherfucking give you, you can smoke. If you have a lot of powerful water energy inside you, you can smoke something. You can be automatically, like, especially if you're young, you smoke that shit or you smoke something or you hit something, whatever the fuck you doing out here for the first time. Your ass is so fucking blasted. You know what I'm saying? Like, you damn near fucking alternated your fucking mind. Because water is so sensitive, so it's a shock to you. You know, it sends a shock wave to that energy. So I advise anybody who's very high on water elements, especially like when Saturn is deep into like water houses and shit, or water energy, that really brings sensitivity to the motherfucking third eye. So much that it's almost like you feel bad because you crossed boundaries that you wasn't ready to cross. That's why you have to be careful whatever you're doing out there, because all that new shit motherfuckers taking out here, you know what I'm saying? Some shit that's called, I saw some shit that came across the internet wave. You be throwing shit out there. Ain't no fucking Ponzi scheme. But it was something like, not a Ponzi scheme. It ain't no information sliding across the table, and every generation just explains it different, right? That some people make it real nasty. Some people make it unexplainable. Some people keep it mysterious when it's right in your fucking face. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. How you want to give it to me? That you know what it's giving. Look, now this beat right here, this is going to be the last one for real. Like, they put the saxophones on and shit like that. You already know we got to get out of here. It's been nice, and I hope that I haven't burnt your fucking ears off. And I hope that you stayed all the way through, because if you just chilling and shit and you ain't got nothing to do and you just fucking relax and you can give me about an hour or something, I think it been that long. No, about 49 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the clock now. Yeah, I guess it been an hour on motherfucking BT time, you know what I'm saying? But it's fine. Fuck it, I guess I'll go. I was in the zone, you know what I'm saying? So I figured we was talking and shit. Maybe it's one of those type of fucking nights. When you actually have the time and you just fucking want to listen to the universal energy and what it's giving and how I'm trying to present myself and things that I'm trying to let you be aware of. The spiritual energy is strong, right? But everything else is strong too. You know what I'm saying? The economy is strong, making money is strong, you're strong, your heart is strong, your legs are strong, your back is strong, your mind is strong, your heart is strong, your love is strong, your joy is strong, your fight is strong, everything is strong. Come on. Even the way you think it is strong, you got to think strong. That's how you make it true. If anybody else ain't, like if people out there are thinking weaker than you, how the fuck could you even win? You know what I'm saying? You won't win. You gotta be able to form yourself, like reform yourself around people who are strong. Even if you think a motherfucker pretending to be strong, you out of your mind. I'm not lying, you hear me? And guess what? And when I talk about strong, I ain't talking about no lifting no motherfucking weights or anything like that. I'm talking about strong, like surviving and going through shit, or just keeping up something. Did you know to be able to keep a plant alive, you gotta be strong in your what? In your knowledge of being able to keep a plant alive. Oh, man. I hope you got that one. That wasn't difficult. That's a good one. My bad for coming at you like that. You just talking, right? And we just chilling. I'm about to get up out of here, though, because it's getting late. And my voice is starting to crackle. Anyway, I already know all y'all out there chilling. You having a good time. And I appreciate you for giving me some of your time. I really do. And I hope this shit help you out. Because a lot of people just live and then they work, then they fucking die, man. So fucked up. Then they really, but then at the end of the day, just like me, when I was younger and then me at this age now maturing, everyone does that, but they don't even speak up to that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, some do when they get out and about. But some, you can see them till they get real old. They still hold on and they want to keep this persona up. It's like, you don't even have to do that no more. You was doing that for a reason, so you could be able to come and get by, whatever it was you was doing. You know what I'm saying? So you can win. You already won. You ain't got to do that. You can say how you feel now. Maybe you didn't believe what you believed, then. And maybe you don't feel like you felt 30 years ago. Maybe you don't feel like you feel 60 years ago. And I'm talking about for the ones who live in this age limit. So powerful and magnanimous in your ways when you think about certain things. Right? Like you thinking because your body ain't working properly or like it normally used to, right? You can't do front flips. You do. Come on. Don't. Everybody did a fucking front flip. Don't even act like you ain't never do no front flip, no back flip. Don't act like you never rolled on the fucking floor before or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Fuck yeah. What you have? And we all become a certain age and we all mature. And you should be able to speak up. And, a lot of people don't change. They don't change. They stick to the same thing. And it doesn't mean that they don't change. They just don't change that voice. You know what I'm saying? The voice of reason. Like the voice of you know what I'm saying? Just fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody ever knew that you changed the recipe when you live in life. Like you are, let's say you're a teenager, right? You remember when you was 18 or something like that? You remember that time? And then say, the age that you are now, you're fucking mature, right? Now, what the fuck? You're not who the fuck you are when you was 18. Even if, look, yeah, a lot of things probably change. For the fellas, you already know what you're giving. For the women, you already know what you got to do. You already know what's happening. You know, basically when you make 12 years old, that's like going through puberty. You know what I'm saying? So, 12, 24, 36, puberty, all over again. How do you accept that? How do you accept puberty, right? How do you accept hair follicles coming out from all different type of polarities of your body? Then how you feel like when you get into when you feel like you gave up your sex drive to someone, and you know what I'm saying, because you're in your 20s. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're in your 30s, you know what I'm saying, what you think about you? You don't know who another polarity of life, right? You already done fucked them and ducked them, right? You changed all the way, or you stuck here, you don't want to agree. 30s, three is like really, becoming sociable. 30 is a crowd, right? So 30s is always like a crowd. You always, it's odd moments of, that's what somebody probably feel like, you know what I'm saying? It feels good in the beginning, but then it get odd in the end because it's like somebody else and stepped in, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody else and stepped into the picture that introduced you to 40. You know? Your 40 comes into the picture, and then it's like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many, I should pull back, I should not pull back. It just all depends about that shit. And pull back means, should I express what's within, or should I just keep acting like life is still a fucking pinwheel? And then when you get to 50s, and then you start thinking about what the fucking, I'm snapping back into it with creativity. Right, the creativity just snatched back. 4 was already creative. You cooking this shit. You cooking up a master plan. 50, you cooking up. You already cooked it up. Now it's time for you to create and get your hands dirty. So if you can follow this like this, then you'll be able to understand what's really going on. She was so immature when we was younger, but now, the older we get, we be able to mature and understand that some things we have to let go. And like, what the fuck would I be holding on to that? I don't give a fuck what the fuck happened. And the next person shouldn't give a fuck what the fuck happened. Because they got too much shit in between that and now what the fuck happened. And I didn't use that as a motherfucking... crutch. I used that as... You know what I'm saying? Like, I used that as a piece of my power. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be too cocky with it. I understand it. See, you don't use power in abusive ways. So you got to know what your power is giving. You got to be able to be harmonized. You have to be able to harmonize and balance power. You know that already, Joe. But I'm gonna let you go. Harmonizing and balancing power is the most beautiful thing. Because you don't never want to just like I told you, like if you see a motherfucking spider walking across your motherfucking path, the first thing you're going to do is stomp on that motherfucker. Just abusing your power because you know the spider is slow and you quicker in the kneecap. Don't do it to the spider. Maybe you should think about the spider next time when you see a spider. You just be like, you go and grab something for this fucking spider. I done killed about 10 of you bitches. You killed 10 of the motherfuckers. You hear what I'm saying? Excuse my language, okay, guys? You still here with me, though, right? Like, you ain't fucking bones. I'm gonna let you go for real, because it is getting fucking late. I just looked at the fucking timer. Time is up. I appreciate you. For coming true. Till then, till next time, you take care of yourself. Take care of your power. Wait a minute. I did give y'all an hour. I think so. Yeah. That look about an hour. I guess we out of here. Thanks to everyone that came through and supported. I appreciate y'all. For real, from the bottom of my heart, open my heart up, right there behind the heart, straight to the soul, right? Straight to the gut. Now let's go make some fucking money.